In a world filled with uncertainty, whispers of impending chaos loom over the horizon. Picture this: a nation on the brink, where shadows gather and fears rise. The air thickens with tension, and in the midst of this turmoil, a figure of unwavering strength emerges, the Virgin Mary. Her presence resonates with hope and compassion, guiding those who seek solace in their darkest hours. Imagine the flicker of candlelight, casting gentle shadows as prayers rise like smoke to the heavens. There's a sense of urgency in the hearts of many. What if the storms of fate come crashing down upon our land? The thought alone sends shivers down the spine. It's a call to action, a rallying cry for all who believe in the power of faith. As stories of struggles unfold, the Spirit of Mary reminds us of resilience. She embodies the strength we need to face whatever lies ahead. Will we heed the warning? Will we gather our loved ones, light our candles, and seek refuge in prayer? The time to act is now, for the safety of our nation hangs in the balance. The clock is ticking. Can we stand together in hope? ####, a call for unity in prayer. Brothers and sisters, today the narrator feels a heavy heart, weighed down by concern for the world around us. It's a time when the need for unity in prayer and reflection is more pressing than ever. The narrator recalls the lessons imparted by the Virgin Mary, our Heavenly Mother, highlighting her emphasis on faith and divine protection. It's as if she is watching over us with love and tenderness, urging us to pay attention to the signs that surround us. In times of turmoil, it is impossible to ignore the uncertainty that hangs in the air like a dark cloud. Many people are feeling a deep calling to take action. Perhaps it's an instinctive response to the chaos unfolding in our nation. History has shown us that moments of crisis require courage and solidarity. The narrator believes that seeking the protection of Our Lady is essential, as she has always welcomed us with open arms. Through prayer, we can find solace and strength, even when it seems like hope is slipping away. ###, facing turbulent times. As the narrator reflects on the news, a sense of urgency arises. The warnings of impending danger are not distant echoes. They are a reality that must be confronted. The Virgin Mary teaches us to be prepared, reminding us to keep our faith strong in the face of challenges. Just as she sought refuge for her son, the narrator suggests that we must also find ways to protect ourselves, gathering around a flame of hope that refuses to be extinguished. Those who feel compelled to seek safety should not hesitate. Finding a secure place away from the chaos may be the wisest choice. However, it's equally vital to remember the powerful strength found in prayer. The flickering light of candles symbolizes our unwavering faith, with each flame representing a plea, a cry, a wish for Our Lady's protection to envelop us. By lighting these candles, we create a sacred space, a refuge where we can feel the divine presence and the warmth of our love for the Virgin Mary. ###, cultivating inner light. The narrator emphasizes that despair should not be our focus. The teachings of Mary remind us that even in the darkest hours, there can be a shining light. It is crucial to nurture that light within ourselves and among one another. The narrator encourages gatherings in homes and communities, fostering collective prayer for our nation's protection, guiding us toward peace and serenity. When we come together in prayer, we do more than seek assistance. We become instruments of love and compassion. The Virgin Mary stands as a beacon of service and dedication, modeling the way forward. The narrator hopes that we will follow in her footsteps, supporting one another and strengthening the bonds that unite us. Fear should not dictate our actions. Instead, let us be guided by the hope that Our Lady so generously provides. ###, the anchor of faith. Even as the winds of adversity blow fiercely, the narrator reassures us that faith serves as a powerful anchor. The Virgin Mary has never abandoned us. She stands beside us, interceding on our behalf. Together, we are invited to seek her protection with fervor, knowing that her love encompasses us and desires the best for all. With open hearts and unwavering confidence, we must remain steadfast in our prayers. Let our collective voices rise like a protective mantle over our nation. The narrator believes that with faith as our foundation, we can weather any storm that comes our way. In unity, we find strength, and through prayer, we discover the resilience needed to face the challenges ahead. ####, the reality of our nation's challenges. When he looks at the news, he feels a sense of urgency that the warnings about attacks on our nation are not just distant echoes, but a stark reality we must confront. It's a heavy thought, but one that nudges him to remain vigilant. He recalls how the Virgin Mary taught her followers to be prepared, to keep their faith strong even when faced with insurmountable challenges. Just as she sought refuge for her son, he believes that it's essential for everyone to find their sanctuary amidst the turmoil. The need for unity becomes more apparent each day. He envisions communities coming together, sharing their fears and hopes, forming a collective strength. The idea of gathering around a common purpose, a shared belief in a protective force, resonates deeply within him. It's in these moments of togetherness that he finds solace and strength, reminding himself and those around him of the importance of faith during trying times. ####, finding safety and seeking shelter. If someone feels that it's time to escape, he encourages them not to hesitate. Seeking a safe place, away from chaos and fear, is often the most prudent course of action. He thinks about how crucial it is to listen to one's instincts, to find refuge where one can feel secure. But as he contemplates this, he also feels compelled to emphasize the unyielding power of prayer. He knows that in these challenging times, it's essential to resist the urge to succumb to despair. The Virgin Mary's lessons echo in his mind, reminding him that even in the darkest hours, light can emerge. Cultivating that inner light becomes paramount. It's a collective responsibility. The thought of gathering in homes and communities to pray together fills him with hope, envisioning their voices rising as one, interceding for their nation's safety. When they pray, they are not merely asking for help. They are transforming themselves into vessels of love and compassion. He recalls how Mary exemplified service and devotion, and he feels inspired to follow her example. Helping one another, caring for the vulnerable, and nurturing the bonds that connect them becomes a shared mission. It's a reminder that, despite the challenges, they can find strength in love and support. ####, embracing hope amid adversity. He understands that even as adversity looms, it's crucial to remain anchored in faith. The winds of hardship may howl around them, but he believes that faith serves as a powerful anchor. He takes comfort in knowing that the Virgin Mary has never abandoned them. She stands beside them, interceding with love and compassion. It's a source of reassurance that fuels his determination to seek her protection fervently. He encourages everyone to stay strong, to embrace hope instead of allowing fear to take root. Together, they can create a protective shield of prayers over their nation. The collective faith they share can illuminate even the darkest situations. It's a powerful reminder that, with faith as their foundation, they have the resilience to withstand any storm that may come their way. ####, the collective strength of community. The vision of a unified community, hearts open and filled with confidence, lingers in his mind. He imagines the warmth of shared prayers enveloping their nation like a protective mantle. In these moments, they can stand firm together, resisting the pull of despair and instead choosing to uplift one another. Each prayer becomes a thread in the fabric of their collective strength, weaving a tapestry of hope and resilience. As they face the uncertain future ahead, he is resolute in his belief that their unity, grounded in faith, will guide them through. The Virgin Mary's love and protection are ever present, serving as a beacon of light in their journey. With open hearts and unwavering trust, they can navigate through the challenges, knowing that their prayers resonate beyond the immediate struggles, creating a ripple effect of peace and hope for all. ####, cultivating light in darkness. It's essential that we don't allow ourselves to be swept away by despair. Maria taught us that even in the darkest hours, a light can shine through. This isn't just a metaphor, it's a call to action. Each of us carries a spark within, a light that can illuminate the path not only for ourselves, but for those around us. Rather than isolating ourselves in fear, we should come together, sharing that light and reminding one another of the hope that persists even in challenging times. Gatherings can take many forms: small groups in homes, larger community meetings, or even virtual connections. The important thing is to create spaces where we can share our thoughts and prayers. In these gatherings, we can lift each other up, reminding ourselves of the strength found in unity. When we join our voices in prayer, we amplify our hopes and intentions, creating a collective energy that can bring about change and healing. Through these communal prayers, we begin to see the power of collective faith. It's as if we're weaving a tapestry of resilience, each thread representing a prayer, a hope, or a wish for peace. This communal effort fosters an environment of love and support, allowing us to feel less alone in our struggles. In each prayer, we can feel the presence of Maria, guiding us towards serenity and strength. Let's not forget the significance of service, a cornerstone of Maria's teachings. When we reach out to help one another, we embody the love and compassion she exemplified. Acts of kindness, no matter how small, can have a ripple effect, inspiring others to do the same. This interconnectedness is vital. It helps us build a community rooted in care and understanding, where fear is replaced by hope and action. In these moments of shared prayer and service, we cultivate a sanctuary of light. As we nurture this light within and among us, we create a protective atmosphere that can shield us against the storms of adversity. Together, we can stand firm, anchored by our faith and the bonds we've forged, ready to face whatever challenges may come our way. ####, anchoring faith amidst adversity. Even when the winds of adversity blow fiercely, faith serves as a powerful anchor. It grounds us, providing stability in moments of uncertainty. Maria has always been a guiding presence, reminding us that we are never alone. Her love envelopes us, encouraging us to lean into our faith during tough times. By holding on to this faith, we can navigate the tumultuous waters of life with a sense of purpose and direction. When we remain anchored in our beliefs, we become resilient. This resilience allows us to confront challenges head-on rather than retreating in fear. It's important to remember that faith is not passive. It is dynamic and requires our active participation. We must engage with our beliefs, breathe life into them, and let them inspire us to take action. In doing so, we not only strengthen our own spirits, but also uplift those around us. The act of prayer becomes a lifeline, connecting us to the divine and to one another. It's a reminder that we are part of something greater than ourselves. Each prayer we utter is a step toward healing, not just our own, but that of our communities and our nation. Through prayer, we can channel our fears into positive energy, transforming anxiety into hope and action. Moreover, the faith we nurture can serve as a beacon for others. In times of crisis, those around us may look for guidance and support. By embodying a steadfast faith, we can inspire others to find their own strength. It's a beautiful cycle. The more we share our faith, the more it grows, both within us and in those we touch. This shared journey of faith fosters a culture of support and solidarity. In moments of doubt, it's vital to remember that Maria is always by our side, interceding for us. Her presence reinforces the idea that we are never abandoned, and that our faith can illuminate even the darkest paths. With her guidance, we can cultivate a deep and abiding trust in the power of love and prayer, ensuring that we remain anchored, no matter how strong the storm may be. As we reflect on our current struggles and uncertainties, it's essential to remember the wisdom that has been passed down through generations. The Virgin Mary, a symbol of hope and resilience, has always been a guiding light for many. In times of turmoil, when fear creeps in, let us turn to her example. She teaches us to stand strong in our faith and to find peace even in the storm. But what does this mean for us today? With whispers of threats looming over our nation, we must seriously consider our next steps. Should we flee or find refuge in our homes, lighting candles and praying fervently for protection? It's a heavy decision, isn't it? Yet, in these moments of doubt, we can gather strength from prayer and community.